If you're tired of losing at Euchre or you just want to elevate your gameplay to the next level, you've come to the right place. These 10 strategy tips will help you dominate this wonderful game. This is Legendary Tactics. I respect your time, so I'll get right to the strategy with number 10, when to call trump. One of your most important decisions is when you have to call trump. As a rule of thumb, if you have 3 trump cards and an offsuit ace, you can most likely win the trick. Lead a low trump to draw out your opponent's unprotected high trump, or to let your partner show you their high trump and win an early trick. Your lower trump will play much deeper into the round once trump has been called out once. Number 9, crossing the suit. If your opponent turns down a spade, that should increase your chances of calling a club. Likewise, if they turn down a red card, choose the other red suit. They likely don't have the bowers if they've turned down that color. So if your partner turns down red, that will increase your chances of choosing black and vice versa. This is called crossing the suit. Number 8, offense versus defense. There are 2 kinds of hands, offensive and defensive. Often the type of hand you're playing will be the result of either the position you're at the table or which team makes trump. The more trump cards you have, the longer your trump suit is. That means the more trump cards you have, and the more offensively minded you'll be. Trump jacks are offensive. Also, if your team made trump and you have first position, then you're on the offensive. You call what suits will lead and you draw out trump from your opponents. A defensive hand is one that has strong offsuit cards like the aces. If you have a balanced hand and you're hoping your opponents make trump, then you're playing a defensive game. This will involve stealing tricks with lower ranked trump cards when the trump making team has to follow suit. Defensive hands are great for Euchreing your opponents, and they play well when the trump maker doesn't know where the big cards are yet. Number 7, going alone. So when should you go alone? I think that most players don't try to go alone enough. You really only need 3 cards to go alone. Remember that you don't have to get all 5 tricks to make this a valuable play. Scoring even a single point is valuable. Getting 4 points is a huge boost to your team relative to the 1 extra point you might get if your partner helps you take all 5 tricks, which is actually fairly rare. If your partner isn't playing, remember that any aces or trump cards they had are also out of the game, and whatever card they turn down, which is now public information, is also out. So now there's a chance that your king is actually the high card in an offsuit. If you're not sure that you can get at least 3 tricks, that's the time when you need your partner to join in. Number 6, discarding. If you're ordered up or you pick up the trump card, be sure to discard offsuit singles. Sometimes this might be a mid-range card. Getting rid of 1 suit will allow your trump card to carry some weight. Likewise, if you can't open a hand with trump or an offsuit ace, get rid of single cards that you know won't win. Your partner may surprise you with the ace of that suit, and you'll set your hand up to win later in the round. Number 5, ordering up. Picture this scenario for a moment. You're winning 9-6, and your opponent turns up a jack. Do you pass, or do you order them up? Chances are they'll likely pick up a jack and go alone. But if you force them to pick it up, then they can't win 4 points. Their maximum score is 2, and you still have a chance to win if they have no other trump cards in hand. So consider the score and where it's at when you choose the trump suit. Number 4, positions. Each position in the game comes with different play styles. Position 1 is the position immediately to the left of the dealer, and it has 2 significant benefits. You lead the first suit, and you're the first one to make trump after the dealer turns it down. You now have all kinds of information about what cards players may or may not have if they've turned down for a particular reason on a card that's up. For this reason, if you're on the fence about making the dealer pick up the card or not, you should pass. You don't want to reinforce their hand, and you'll benefit if everybody passes. If you'd like more information on the different positions in the game, I'll have to make a separate video for that, so please subscribe and like the video to show me that you like this kind of content. It also really helps our channel out. Number 3, communication. No matter what anyone says, this game still does offer a lot of clues based on people's body language and how they sort their cards. While most players try not to table talk, your partner may betray a furtive glance. They may look disappointed unintentionally when they're sorting their cards, or they may be sitting up a little straighter in their seat. Same goes for your opponents. Pay attention to the visual cues that both your partner and your opponents are giving. I'm not encouraging you to cheat here, but if you're playing the game with humans, it's hard to not be robots. You can often get a sense of whether the other players want or don't want you to pick up a card or to make a particular suit trump. Now, just so you don't think I'm encouraging you to cheat, I have some legal communication tips as well. As a second point to number 5, remember legal communication is encouraged. Your partner's choice of cards is a signal to you. The way you play your hand will give your partner a lot of information. Leading the right bower, for instance, is a way to find out how much trump the other players have, and it also tells your partner that you may not have the top 3 cards. If your partner has no trump, but they have an offsuit ace or king combination, they may actually decide to play the ace to you to signal that you should lead that suit back, knowing that they've still got the top card in that suit. Alternatively, they might play a lower card of that suit, which lets you know that they're voiding their hand and getting rid of something, or they have the ace of that suit. If they're throwing away a lower single card, this is more information that tells you that you should lead this back because they might be able to trump that suit now. Also, if you have the left bower and your partner made trump, be sure to get that card out quickly so they know where it is and what sequence to play the rest of their trump in. Number 2, being the dealer. One of the biggest advantages you have in the game is to pick up the card that automatically becomes trump. Choosing that card means that you can get rid of either your lowest card or an offsuit card, which makes your aces much more powerful. As a rule of thumb, if you're on the fence about picking up the card or passing, just pick it up and go for it. Be aggressive when you're the dealer. Number 1, what to lead. One of the most important decisions is what to lead. Most often, leading a singleton offsuit ace, which is the only ace of that suit in your hand, is your best option. This will void your hand of that suit, which makes your trump much more powerful and allows you to win an early trick since the other players are likely to have that suit if you're all out. There are only 6 cards in each suit, so don't lead an ace for which you have 2 or 3 of the same suit in hand because your opponents likely won't have any. If you're not lucky enough to have an ace, you can throw off a low single card to again void that suit. This will give your partner a chance to win that hand if they have the ace. This lets you trump in later if you manage to keep some trump in hand. This play also legally tells your partner that you're creating a void in that suit, which is knowledge that they can exploit later. There are many different scenarios to consider. Bear in mind statistics though. Once a trump suit is named, the 6 cards of the same color are actually now reduced to 5 since the jack becomes the trump suit. That means that there's a 15% higher chance that this suit will get trumped. So try to avoid leading this suit unless you want your opponents to trump it. One final question that euchre players often ask is whether you should lead the right bower if it's your only trump and your opponents have called trump. No, don't do this. Don't give it to them without causing some trouble first. Force them to find it. They may make a mistake as they're hunting for it, and you may find a way to beat both their ace and their jack. If you lead it, you likely won't have that chance as they'll just throw a lower ranked trump. My final bonus tip is a classic adage. No guts, no glory. If you passively wait to have the perfect hand, you'll undoubtedly throw away a lot of single points and give opportunities to your opponents to suit their needs. So, get aggressive and bring glory to your team. Now get out there, get gaming, and be legendary.